Hey everyone, this is WeirwoodWin911. Welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Last time we fought against Riku and we got through a fair bit of Hollow Bastion in terms of the floor plan. We, however, were not able to even get into the Room of the Beginning, so we're going to start off this episode by doing just that. Let's see if we can uncover the reason why Belle was being so pissy at the beast. It was truly a question to wonder as we delved into Hollow Bastion. Looks like we'll be getting our answers because here she is. Alone, in fact. So it'll be a good time to get in some information out of her. So, yes, of course, it looks like Belle's been kidnapped. Of course, damsel in distress. Can't really break from that archetype, stereotype, whichever one it is. But she appears to be suffering, and she misses the beast. Except she was so bitchy to him. But the reason for that, as Belle will explain here if we had the time, because looks like someone else is coming. So, let's run away and introduce you to the character that doesn't fit with Beauty and the Beast at all, because they're completely different, properties? Maleficent! There is an E, because, like, I always hear people pronounce it Maleficent. That's an E. It's M-A-L-E. So, that's my reasoning on the sort of accentuated pronunciation. But other than that, Maleficent is here to try and get Belle to call for the beast, except Belle understands what's up, because of course she was the smart one in her village. In France? I believe that's how the theory goes. Beauty and the Beast takes place in France. I mean, obviously fictional world, but there are references and, well, I say references, that almost makes it sound like France is a fictional place. Allusions? No, also trying to call to literature. I don't know, but either way, it has elements that represent France, so that's how the theory goes. She was the only smart one in a town where everyone was being all idealistic and, ooh, look at Gaston, he's a man and you should be the woman of that man. Belle was like, no. So, yeah. She understands what's up, so Maleficent's gonna make her call to the beast. Who is still not in our party, by the way. There's another instance in which... Okay, here's the door. It's another instance in which... Another instance... I have lost my train of thought. Okay. So... let's go with another meeting ground. Just to make things a bit less meh. And then before I even get into a fight in this room, I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight to the rooms over here. Because, of course, we need to get to the Key of Rewards. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And of course, since the Key to Rewards is a random drop, it makes it so that I'll have more opportunities to get a Key of Rewards after using the Key of Rewards I already have. I'm also gonna refrain from going to the shop right away, just so that there's a bigger chance that I'll have more MP after this room. Okay, so now we need... This was a Moogle room? Moogle room. Can't believe I forgot that right away. Let's make this into a calm bounty. Jesus Christ, I had 8 of those 5 calm bounties. So glad I'm able to clear that up. For a good cause, too. It's not like I'm using this again on the same floor of any given world and... Same floor? Well... Yeah, I suppose same floor. But we learn Reflect Raid. Makes it so that our Keyblade ricochets around as it hits enemies. So it's good for hitting a bunch of guys if you really need that, but it does require Cloud, and on his own, Cloud isn't all that great, so yeah. Now I suppose if you were to put 3 Clouds in a deck, then he'd be pretty good. Hell, I think even 2 Clouds is good enough, except, well, as Slate rules dictate, I'll be losing one of those Clouds if I try doing that. That's my biggest problem with, like, Magic and stuff. Magic that especially requires slates. You lose the valuable 1 card that you decided to put in your deck so that you could do that slate, making it so that you could only ever do a slate once in a battle, unless you want to put in more cards for the slate in there, which just eats up CP, like nothing else. So the first card we get from the Room of Rewards, I kept referring to this room as the Key to Rewards room, but it's really the Room of Rewards, is Mushu. He basically does fire damage, so cool. And as our second card, the bonus card, we got Xigbar. And we got the Trophy Treasure Hunter. I never covered what Xigbar and Luxord do, so let's just flip over them right now. Luxord makes it so that you always break enemy cards, and Xigbar powers up missile attacks. Yeah. Gonna have to look into what missile attacks are. But that's what it does, in case you're already familiar, and if you've read that notification that I'm sure Future Me has already put up top. So, pardon me, but I'm going to go shop. So, I'll show off my deck once I finish doing that. Okay, so while I was shopping, I discovered 2 new attack cards. At least, I think I did. Why can't I? Okay. So, the first one, which I believe I neglected to cover in Neverland, is the Fairy Harp. It's basically a better Pumpkinhead, where the combo finish is a bit better. Although you won't be using it for the combo finish most of the time, so that's not that big of a deal. And the next one, and the one that I'm going to be covering last for now, is the Divine Rose. It has a fantastic strike. Don't use it as a thrust though, because it sucks there. So with that in mind, here is my deck as of now. It's not too drastically different. I just replaced a few things, put in a Divine Rose and a Fairy Harp here and there, made it so that I'll be generally doing more damage. So now, with that all done, we can continue on. We've got 3 more rooms left to cover on this floor, so I intend to blow my way through them, because as you've probably no doubt been able to tell by how I've been pacing my videos and placing elements of each world, I'm a bit behind. This is especially apparent when you realize that I didn't even get to the Key of Beginnings last part. So, yeah, I need to play catch-up. And with only 3 rooms to have to show off, I feel like this should contribute more to doing that much, at least. Because I do like keeping the structure of my videos. However, if the video demands that convenient timing, mean that... Okay, what am I saying? If the way the content is structured dictates that my videos sort of lose their structure, then I'd much rather provide a more convenient experience for those watching it rather than try and make it convenient for me and then have like half-hour-long videos, because half an hour is a bit too inconvenient, at least from my point of view. I feel like I've talked about this before, but just to sum it up in case I have, I always look in my subscription box, and if someone posts like a 35-minute video, unless it's something I'm really into, I'm just like, I have to watch that. I mean, no fault to their own, as I said, the content kinda dictates the pace of things, but still. This was much easier in Infamous, where everything was like 10 minutes at most. But here, the world is its own individual sect that takes about an hour long. So I have to find arbitrary points in the middle of the world to end an episode. That's a bit, like, weird, especially since I show off so many battles. But it's still... how do I word it? I probably should have tested out this... cause this format I'm using is a bit too new for me to be trying out with a game that so unorthodoxly demands that I divide up the content. I'm not quite that good yet, probably because I don't quite devote enough time to this. I mean, because of course school takes priority. But still, I'd like to be able to do that better. The game I chose to practice that isn't quite up to the snuff for that task. Now, granted, baptism by fire, I suppose, but it's not really the type of thing you want to be doing when this is the stuff you're presenting to the general public. I was about to complain about something else, but I realized, being sort of thinking about how the video comes out, people don't like it when I complain too much, so I'm gonna stop now. Hey, look, we already got our next key to reward, so look forward to the Olympus Coliseum Ruiner rewards after we get done with this world. Okay, so now we need a 9. Plop a 9 down there, and the Key of Guidance. Let's see if we can stop Maleficent from doing anything too drastic to Belle. Oh, that wasn't that much distance at all. I'm pretty sure I walked more to get over here than the legit distance this is from the library to the lobby in the actual Hollow Bastion. Well, whatever. Looks like we're gonna be dealing with Maleficent. Except she wants no business with us. And she doesn't really remember that we have the ability to kick her ass. This would be a much more effective scene if Belle could actually express herself. But no, she has literally one facial feature. Expression. Probably due to the production values, unfortunately. They'll be so much higher in Kingdom Hearts 2, I swear. Please stick around through the rest of the series. This is probably the most... okay, well, in terms of trying to watch it, it's equal to a few games in terms of production values, but I swear there are much better games than this. Oh lord, my neighbors are playing their music way too fucking loud, and I can hear that bass from here. Kinda shits on the moment for me, but hey, you guys shouldn't be picking it up, so at the very least, it won't interfere with the video. But it looks like with beasts actually noble and heart? Noble and heart, okay. But Maleficent wanted to get the beast heart instead. However, since Belle loves the beast, nope, that plan is not coming to fruition. Instead, the original plan that Maleficent had all along will. Beast, I don't think that's how you talk. You don't talk through your roar. And how does Sora know where the shadow fled? That was a warp. I don't think that's how teleportation works. Teleportation is an instantaneous change in position, not a gradual displacement. No, but look at me trying to introduce physics vocabulary into this. Let's just get on and fight Maleficent. And ignore everything here because we're done with encounters on this floor. And I want to get things moving as fast as possible. Fortunately, this room makes things a bit slow because I need to hit that switch over there, then walk all the way over here, dodge this shadow. And there we go. All safe and sound. It's actually quite excruciating when there's too little room to dodge Heartless, because I have to pull off some shenanigans just to get around, while keeping my word that I only show off one fight per floor. Room. Floor? Holy shit, no. I mean, I guess that would be a wise decision if I were to encounter a single enemy wave that had all the Heartless I wanted to mention to any given floor. But alas, such things don't usually happen. Wizard, do not move. I don't need your shit right now. Okay, thank you. Let's just get to the thing before the shadow hits me. Boop. And boop. Bring it on, Maleficent! Oh god, what voice was that? To me that almost sounded redneck, but of course, I don't keep track of how good my impersonations are. I wouldn't consider myself an impersonation type of person, which is why I don't voice act these things. I mean, it would lend itself if I were a voice actor, but to the point where if I'm just reading out the dialogue, I wouldn't be showing that I have things to talk about this, instead showing that I'm using more filler. Though one could argue that what I'm doing right now is filler. So instead, let's talk about what's going on. Maleficent's explaining her evil plan, because all villains should explain their evil plans. That's always a custom in media for some reason, unless the villain is really, really effective. And even then, sometimes effective villains dictate their plans to the hero anyway. It's a bit bizarre, but whatever. At least Maleficent's done talking, and we're gonna face off against... Did you think Maleficent? No, not in her base form at the very least. No, we're mirroring Kingdom Hearts 1, where the final encounter against Maleficent was that in her dragon form. And we somehow get warped into the room we were in Kingdom Hearts 1. Consistent, but not really adhering to the location we had in the beginning of the scene. Anyway, Maleficent's not too bad. All you really want to do is wail on her. And then that will make it so that as soon as you get enough hits off, she will drop a... Ah! Damn it! She will spawn a hidden Mickey card, which makes a platform appear for some reason. Oh yeah, I never showed off the beast. Can I? Nope. At least that card break dictated as such. Maleficent's not really all that hard. It's just that you have to not get hit. She hits pretty hard. But just keep on wailing on her and you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Especially if you can break all her attacks. I guess if I were to comment on something, her most devastating attack would be those that involve her fire. Because like that shockwave attack, not really all that threatening. But it's really something that's not threatening because you can jump over it. Which is the same with the fire, especially the ground fire. Holy shit, did you see that? Oh, of course you saw that.
Fire, heal.
But I'm gonna fight fire with fire and beat her with fire. So sweet, sweet. Oh my god, this video is so long. I keep commenting on that. Probably should take care not to do that as much. I'm say at like the fucking 2/3 point of this playthrough. Or is it? We'll discuss more on that later. But it looks like with Maleficent gone, in a flash of bright light, Belle has returned, wearing her ever stoic facial expression. It's like at the very least with the Beast, he only has one expression, but it's more detailed because he is a model that we're gonna be seeing a lot in Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's sort of the fact that since he doesn't have a humanoid face, we don't really see the nuances of it as much, whereas with Belle, I could pick out every single reason why it doesn't look so natural. At the very least, the Beast and Belle seem pretty happy. And it's time to take our leave. We just leave. Not even like a goodbye or anything. But it keeps things moving for me, certainly, because now is a good time to end this episode. So, this has been Wayward Wind 911. Thanks for watching this video on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and have a great day. I just want a few more goodies before I go. What the Divine Rose? But I can think of a few uses for it. Oh my god, I need to address my dog. Goodies. Give me. Okay, there we go. Bye everyone.